there's one performance law that everyone should follow, it's avoid doing unnecessary work. I'm Joanna Smith, and as simple as that sounds, it can be a challenge to find the places where your code spends time working on things that don't matter. Let me show you an example so that you can visualize this, courtesy of overdraw. Overdraw is where pixels are drawn to the screen by your application only to be drawn over by some other pixel or view at a later time. Basically, all that work you did to color in the pixel the first time is completely wasted work. A technique to fix this is called culling, which essentially means removing the code or situation where you are wasting processing time. Not only will culling take you from this to this, but it will also help you get from ugh to wow. Now, as we're actually fixing your overdraw problems, you try to isolate the portions of the screen that want to be drawn but won't be seen by the user, and then avoid drawing them. While I'm on the topic, let's talk about drawing. Drawing objects takes time, memory, and battery to perform, and if you can identify views that won't contribute to the final scene and avoid drawing them, then you get some frame time back, like those objects that are overdrawn when they are obscured by another layer of objects. But you also want to avoid drawing objects that are off-screen, which is a complete waste of time and memory. So for all of those obscured and off-screen objects, learn to clip generously. But culling isn't just for drawing. Let's consider searching a database for a user that meets several criteria, like maybe they live in Texas, are very bald, and obsessed with performance. Unimaginative developers might start at the beginning of the database and search every user entry for an address in Texas, for a hair color that's not applicable, and for the use of the Perf matters hashtag in their profile description. But that would take forever. Clever developers would order the queries to reduce the set of users that need to be searched for each successive criteria, such as isolating all the bald people first. We've just culled our list significantly. Then they could eliminate every address without a state or zip code for Texas, which leaves us with a much reduced list of users. Now we only need to run the expensive search of their profiles for the Perf matters hashtag on that very small number of records. And what do you know? We found our guy. Culling is valuable everywhere, from drawing the UI layer to searching databases to using real-time services like location. For example, if your app alerts users based on local happenings, such as an Android developer event with barbecue, then it doesn't make sense to check for updates to events outside the area where the user lives. In all of these instances, the basic principle remains the same. Check whether something is relevant before spending time on it, because in most cases, actually processing the object is more expensive than taking the time to determine if you should process the object at all. So take the time to think about the user and what matters to them, and then use culling to help you focus on those things, which gives you not one, but two wins: less work to do in your app and a better experience for your users. Culling is a great start, but there's a whole world of performance out there. So watch the rest of the Android Performance Patterns content and consider joining our G+ community for tips, tricks, and help. So keep calm, profile your code, and always remember, perf matters.